You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Today is Tuesday.
Right.
Cassidy and Hitman. First off, let me say this. Shout out to Hitman and Cassidy, great. But I don't want to let something slide, and that's the event. ARP, RBE, Shata, and Lawrence, they put together a great event and a great card. Cassidy and Hitman has been overshadowing the whole event. So first off, I want to make sure that they know that. And Ill Will Award Battle of the Night. Did you see that battle?
I was about to say that. You
Battle of the Night.
overshadowed, but they had that was the best battle.
But yeah, man, hands down, man. It was Can you call that like one of the most complete battle raps?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It had everything.
But going into it, I think everybody kind of knew that was gonna be the battle of the night.
I did too.
Because what it is when you take two people that you know is not gonna play, you can count on that being battle of the night. Because it's sometimes like you get the big battles. You say, "Oh, this is gonna be battle of the night" because it's a big, just because it's the names.
Right.
But it's a difference when you taking two people like and Ill Will should be bigger than he is to me.
I telling this all the time.
But it's not. But you gotta understand. Sometimes it's just about having an it factor. Sometimes it's about the battles you took prior. It's about a lot of things for you to be bigger.
Gotcha.
And people don't understand that. It ain't about you just being. Ill Will is, of course, top tier level performances all the time.
Right.
But it'd be other things you do outside of battling, or who you took prior. Who was your last three you took? What league you battled on before? All that matters. What you did when you went there, did you just get by in the win on somebody you were supposed to kill, or all that shit matters. And that right there does it. So when you take somebody like me saying that, so you take somebody like Ill Will, who is one of the most consistent battle rappers, and A Ward, who is one of the most consistent battle rappers that people don't even know, they just starting to know
Right.
how good he is. And from his last performances, you want to see him because now you know how good he is. I already put it together as I already knew what it was going to be, just like I knew Cassidy and Hitman wasn't going to be a good battle.
You knew that wasn't.
I knew that off rip. I don't know how nobody didn't know that. I knew that off rip it wasn't going to be a good battle.
I think you might have said that in the interview with
Price, yeah,
too,
I knew it wasn't gonna be a good battle. Why we talk about this? NothingButGoodz.com. How y'all doing?
You're talking about that shit that's at the bottom of the
Right
that's
there,
been there since the beginning of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can mention it.
Nothing but.
Just in case.
I just want to make sure because these niggas, sometimes nothingButGoodz.com, man. You know what I'm saying? If you could support everything else, you could support something black on. I'm out here doing something positive.
No doubt.
But, Slick Talk EP on there. If you haven't got a cologne, I'm trying to help y'all smell good. A lot of y'all niggas stink. I'm trying to help y'all to get into. I know what the females like. Go up there. I got the cologne up there. Holla at me. And I got the Slick Talk crew necks. By the time this come out, they probably be up by next week though, because it's gonna come out before that. But they probably be up by next week. So go there, check out everything.
Tonight.
I know. Today. Put it out today.
Yeah, tonight for sure. What about the sneaker? Since you on the promo.
There we go. I'm glad you said that. My daughter be throwing me off. It just every time I'm on interview, she, Daddy, I want to go to a water park. It's just something all the time. Before that, it was this. She just sent me this. She said, I want a Gucci headband or the socks. I said, how much? How much is that? And how much is the socks? She put the socks and the headband. They're the same price. They $185. I wrote back, what the fuck?
For socks and a headband. Yeah. $185 each.
Yep.
Shout out to you.
Yep. She's above.
Eventually she's gonna get it. Talk all the shit you want to talk. You might be a slick talker, but when it comes to your daughter,
she just gotta show me something in school, some good shit, some good grades. She know how I go, and then we'll talk about that.
Now I know everybody like, will you shut the fuck up about everything else?
Yeah, they want to get straight to the nitty gritty.
And then you gonna see in the comments, niggas be like, at 6.35.
They tell you.
That's when the interview really starts.
They tell you. Word. I'm about to get a lot of hate for this from this interview too.
Well, let's get into it, man. It went down. I'm sorry, they're gonna be mad at me again, but Rosenberg and Show Off went off that day. Also, that was a good battle, bad battle, good battle. O-Red and Jag battled that day. Clone and Big K battled that day. And then a couple 1SKs on that card too. So cop that VOD. You should be able to go to redbreedent.com if y'all want to cop the VOD and see all of those battles. Again, shout out to RBE. Okay, so the big talk was Cassidy versus Hitman on that card Saturday, April 3rd went down. Did you watch the battle?
Yeah, I watched it
in its entirety.
Yeah, I actually saw that whole battle. I saw.
Okay, right out the gate.
We was having a problem. I don't know. I know other people was, but you couldn't watch it on the iPhone. So that shit was fault. I had to get to somewhere to watch it.
Oh.
So that wasn't. Yeah, y'all gotta. I don't know if it's Rap Grid or whatever it is, but y'all gotta step y'all shit up if that's the case. That's bad business. You know how much sales you lost from not being able to watch it on the iPhone?
I can only imagine.
I would never ever. That's just bad business.
Shout out to Team Android. I'm Team Android.
They said you only could watch it on the Android on the thing, but then I think they fixed it.
Everybody always talking shit because I ain't got no iPhone, but Team Android.
Yeah.
Fuck the iPhone. I don't want you to tell me who won.
Okay.
That's
good though.
I want you to break down the battle for me and tell me what did you like and what did you didn't like about the battle.
Okay, that's fine because with me doing this is me giving you an answer on who won though too.
I know.
Okay.
And it's the first. Also, I want to mention they don't understand. I interview you because you and Cassidy had the biggest commotion when y'all battled that just lingered.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to interview you every time Cassidy battles is gonna be my job.
Right.
You know, so if he goes and battle a guy in the corner store, you know, I'm gonna come back and find out what did you think.
and I'm gonna get a whole bunch of hate and all the Cassidy fans on my and these fucking comments on me again, man.
So let's go with it. Talk to me about the battle.
Yeah. So like this stems back from what I said. I knew it wasn't gonna be a good battle. Mm-hmm. The reason I knew that is because it's just two big names and there's nothing there. Now, I said this on an interview I did that I put up on my YouTube, right? When you get a battle like that, let's take me and Tay Rock, for instance. Even I was like, this battle makes no damn sense.
I was too.
The reason I took it is because it was supposed to be in a volume, and I had never did a volume. So I said, me and Tay Rock might surprise people in a volume. It might be good in a volume. I never did it. And they moved it to the big stage. I said, this battle doesn't make no sense for a big stage. Me, personally. With those type of battles, like me and Tay Rock, and then you got Hitman and Cassidy, that doesn't make no sense. There's only two ways it's gonna go. It's either gonna be extremely fire because you didn't expect it to be, mm-hmm. or it's gonna be trash. That's it. Look at all of them.
So are you saying this was extremely fire?
It's either gonna be extremely fire, mm-hmm. or not good. No middle. No, it was it was a decent battle. Never gonna be that. It's gonna be extremely fire or not good. Cassidy and Hitman, to me, this is just my opinion, wasn't good at all.
Wasn't good at all.
Not good at all.
The battle in
its entirety was not good. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one saying. Which am I the only one saying this?
No.
Okay. All right. So then people feel the same way I feel. Yeah, it wasn't good at all, and that's because you take somebody like Hitman. Hitman does very good when he's going against somebody he really wants to battle or some kind of history there or something like that. That's where you get the legendary performances from him and all that other stuff. Him and Cassidy was just put together because of the name.
And the face-off created.
And the face-off created a thing to make you think it's gonna be, but even after that I knew it wasn't. Now Cassidy did something I said if he do, it's gonna work very well for him. And I said if he play off the face-off, it's going to work very well for him. What he showed me is he learned something. Somebody told him something, he learned something, but it was good.
Right.
His first round, Hitman first round was his best round to me. This is opinions, because these niggas don't understand opinions. They gonna jump in the joint and it'd be so fucked up because it'd be a bunch of niggas you never gonna meet in your life you don't know, and they just say that they can just say what they want. These be the same niggas that'll see you and be like, yo, oh my God, Uncle Rock. And they was just in the comment like, Uncle Rock could die and suck a dick. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the same niggas that so.
I hope nobody feels that way.
So, alright, so, but, damn, where the fuck was I? I'm getting old.
There was no moment in Cassidy.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah, so, Hitman first round was his best round to me. You know what I'm saying? It was his best round. Cassidy first round was his best round. Hitman first round was more well-rounded, like as far as throughout the round, he had good parts. Cassidy had more memorable moments in his first round, in the whole battle. So it's hard for me to judge, and this is just real shit, because the next two rounds from both of them wasn't. Wasn't all that to me. And I just think when it comes to like Hitman, it's because he didn't really. You gotta choose your battles wisely. Sometimes that's what I say. Sometimes you can't go for the money, cause I know he got paid terrific.
Right. It's
hard to turn on that bread. You getting paid big money. But Cassidy already battled Meek, he already battled Arsenal, he battled Diz. That's three people. Between us three, we done said probably everything you could say to Cassidy. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's about thinking. This is why I don't jump out the window to just take battles, because I don't want to say a bunch of shit everybody said to somebody already and all that. So if it ain't really nothing, I can't come up with an angle to approach somebody, I'm not going to take them. For Hitman, I feel like he fell into that.
You don't think he had enough to talk about?
He didn't have enough to he's going to say the same stuff. And if you watch it, he did say the same stuff because there's nothing else to say. It's nothing else to say. So that's why his rounds to me wasn't so good. When you look at him against Surf or somebody else, everybody else he battled, he said that he had an approach for them.
For them. Right. Tailor-made. Nobody heard the type of shit, yeah.
Where he came, so that's just like if we go back to him with Bill Collector, that was gonna be perfect. He had an approach for Bill Collector because only he could talk them from this way because that was him. He the only one that could talk them that way.
Facts.
Everybody talked about the 9 and him getting knocked out, but you can't talk them like Hitman could because Hitman was in it.
That still turned out to be a classic back and forth for that too.
Right.
So shout out to Bill.
Bill shit was fire.
Back, so
she was
fire.
Dope.
So
that's what I'm saying. So it's like. So that's how I knew going into this joint it wasn't, because I'm thinking like, damn, what you gonna say? At this point, we know, alright, we sit up here, we know everything. It's like you're gonna wind up saying the same shit, and it's gonna be alright.
I don't think anybody's mentioned that, and I think that's a very good point you made, and it's true. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, not what else? What else are you gonna say to Cassidy? Even now, the next person that battles Cassidy is like, what are you going to say to Cassidy?
Because if you take somebody like Rum Nitty, who is a puncher, it'll work. Because he's not going to go that right. He's just going to punch, and it's going to be bars and punchlines. And so it got to be somebody like that. If you take somebody like Hitman, or me, or somebody like a T-Top, that angles is you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
It's different because we not punching all crazy every drink. We angling, we doing more different stuff, but you got to say the things that everybody said. So I don't think sometimes people don't stop and just sit back and think about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not knocking them for taking the battle. Just me personally, I don't think the battle was good. And the fact that I can't say who won is bad.
Did you at least tell me who won that first round? Who had the better first round?
I got Cassidy winning the first round.
Got Cassidy winning the first round?
Yeah. Just because all that shit, man. This is what I say he learned. All that I signed to Spalding. Like that shit is just like that creates a picture for me. I don't know what it just creates a picture of me thinking that, and then what solidifies it is, what Hitman messed up to me is coming on the third round and then telling that story. You don't. That's what I mean. That just wasn't good.
I think it's dope. This is why I wanted to make sure I come and interview you. Because
you know I'm gonna get. I'm in the country. You know I'm gonna get mad slack for this, right?
Give a fuck, man.
Hitman gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me.
Well, Hitman will hate anybody that doesn't think he's won, and not just Hitman. I just think battle rappers in general, when they feel they beat somebody, to hear somebody else say that they lost, it's.
But I don't. You know what it is. You know what? I think maybe I'm used to it because I go through that shit every battle.
100%.
So I think maybe it made me prone to it. Like
you
I don't
go in, niggas thinking you're gonna lose.
Even if I clearly beat somebody, you know what I'm saying? I think it's good though. It's always half and half with me. So I think that's good. I don't sit like that and be like that. But yeah, but this, I mean, I don't care because this is how you asking me how I feel about the battle. I can't tell you how nobody else feels. I gotta speak from how I feel from watching it. You know what I'm saying?
See, I say that because like it seemed as though like even after you and Cassidy's battles, like y'all would never ever be friends. Like y'all would never ever go, take your kids to the park together.
And but I don't. But in the same breath, I don't hate them. I don't got no beef with them. I don't.
Right. Because it's easy for you to say Cassidy lost because
I could say that, and then I got way more of a rapport with Hitman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd have been in St. Louis. I didn't say he pull up on me when I'm so. But the problem with people is if you can't be real with your friends, people you care for, you can't be real with somebody you know, then you can't be real with nobody.
Right.
And if you can't be real with them, you're not doing the right thing for them. So this is just how I feel about the joint. I still can't say who won though.
Right.
That's the hardest part. I really can't say who won that battle.
Because of both the second and third rounds.
Yeah, I just really can't say who won. And then now I'm gonna say something. I think Cassidy might have won the first round.
Okay.
All right. And I think Hitman first round was his best round. But how he played off the face-off won him the round to me. But he still went too long and was.
Everybody's saying that his round was too long.
And was not good on the other parts though. To me, it was still regular. To me, like the same way he normally rapped throughout but he learned something. He played on that where it was like, that was good. To the point, that was the more memorable moment.
He seemed to have more quotables. Like people are quoting more of his bars than they are Hitman bars. That I can actually say I've been noticing.
He probably I mean he probably had more quotables in that joint. But like I said, it's only because Hitman didn't really have nothing to say about him. You know what I'm saying? Hitman didn't really have nothing to say. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And as far as I hate that. The second and the third, you can't even really just decipher nothing from that, huh?
It's fucked up because I don't remember nothing from the second and the third. The first, I could tell you stuff I remember about Hitman. He had a casserole bar.
I love that there was a couple of cast joint flips he had in it. People telling me I'm bugging, but I thought the casserole was fire. There was a couple more cast joints that I thought was fire.
He had a few. This is what I'm saying. He didn't have in the whole battle. Hitman didn't have none of those Hitman moments. Hitman has big moments,
right?
And in that battle, he just ain't have none of them Hitman moments.
That's those moments that people be memeing and clipping and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't have none of those moments. And Cassidy had at least one big moment, and that was that whole
Spalding.
That whole shit, that was hilarious. And I signed to Spalding is hilarious. That's just like, you painting a picture. You painting a picture of, so now, Hitman is the cool nigga.
Right.
You let Cassidy paint a picture to where a nigga look like, wow. And then when you said it in the third, it was like, damn. Because I'm like, he could just be saying that. But then I'm looking at him and I'm like, damn, that might be true. But Hitman could have easily been like, because it's about composure. Yeah, whatever. Nigga bugging. And that would have been that wouldn't have hit that hard. It would have, you know what I'm saying? But then when you
come back in the third round,
and it's like then you go when you go watch the whole joint, then but just the whole way he played off the whatchamacallit, the face off. Without that, he wouldn't have. The whole way he put up that face, that was a moment. That was a.
I've been saying for the last week and a half, and probably maybe before that, if Cassidy would make his face-offs rhyme, he beat anybody who stands in front of him.
Yeah, but that's very hard to sit there and put that into.
This is just my analogy.
I get what you're saying.
He says all the right stuff in those face-offs, and then when he goes to battle, he's not saying that type of shit to his opponent, but he did this time.
But I'm gonna tell you the funny shit. I'm gonna tell you the funny shit. I think I don't know if it was his second or maybe some of his first, because see, Cassidy raps so long, he giving you too much in the rounds where that memorable moment, he'll have a whole nother section of something else.
And you lose the moment.
And you lose it. So
he's used to that. That's the era he's still in, is that I will sit here and rhyme for an hour.
Right. And then you lose. So I'm trying to think if it was in the first or the second where he talked about he started talking about shit from, no, that was the first round. He still was talking about shit from one of the interviews he did about the face-off, but it worked. He said everything he said in one of the interviews he did for the face-off, and it worked. Like about your bag, why you have your bag on you and shit like that. That was
my interview.
Yeah, he said all, but it worked.
That's
because I'm gonna tell you something.
Right
because I didn't watch the interview until after I saw the round, so I didn't know he said that in the interview. Until that, I saw he said everything, but it worked. So
yeah,
it was dope.
Now, again, a lot of people are counting him out, and a lot of people are shocked now that he's actually getting the credit I say he deserves. He did, you know, he weathered the storm of everybody being against him. You know, especially the battle rap community, and now, you know, he's picked up that momentum, and he's got people like you know, that can't even say if Hitman won or lost.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm just gonna be real regardless. I don't have none of. I don't care if I hate a nigga guts. Nigga got a jump shot. He got a jump shot. It ain't. Not gonna tell you, nigga. Alright. Niggas that do that, they won't like you as a person, but that nigga. Alright. And that happens in rap a lot.
That's corny. You gotta give credit when it's due.
A nigga might have never met me before in his life, but my persona a nigga don't like, and he won't like me. The way I rap, nothing.
A lot of people don't like confident people.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah, they don't like people that's confident. So.
Yeah, not knowing I'm the most humble, down-to-earth person in the world. But you will know, you going off of what you see, and I start to understand that, and I get it. So, but you can't do that. I've never been like that. I cannot like a person if he does something good. I'm gonna say it. That's just period.
So Cassidy won.
It's hard for me to say he lost. It's hard for me to say he lost.
And that's the same as that works too.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I really can't pick a winner for that battle right now. I'm gonna watch it again though, because I bought it. You know, so I support it. That's another thing I learned too about supporting. You gotta support, like.
Right.
When I was younger, no, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was younger, like coming up in battle rap, right? Because I was who I was, I used to think it should be given to me anyway. Like anything I gotta do with battle rap, like that. Nah, I'm not buying that shit. So some ARP should hit me, and I hit him. He should just give me the joint. I used to think like that. I had to grow up to understand. Nah, you gotta support.
Right.
Like now, I'm just totally different when it comes to especially things like that. I support as much as I could, whatever I could, cause that $50 ain't gonna hurt me, and it's supporting another black-owned company doing something.
That's what we talked about before, yeah. Especially in the battle rap community. Like, goddamn, we can't support each other.
And I had to really learn that. At one point, I was saying, fuck the culture. I used to say that all the time. We talking about like 6-7 years ago.
Right.
Because I used to say, like, the culture don't do shit for me. But then I didn't understand what the culture was. We have our own culture in hip-hop. I didn't understand that. And then when I did, that was it.
There's rock and roll, there's blues, there's R&B, there's rap, and then there's battle rap.
So I didn't understand.
Oh, motherfucking world.
And I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's about growing, man. It's just all this shit is really about growing.
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!